Welcome to Spoken Reviews, home of the Spoken Reviews. Today, guys, we're going to be measuring the battery drain as we leave the Tesla Model Y with the 4680 battery parked for 6 days as we go on vacation to Disney. All right, so once again, we're going to start this experiment. We're at 90% battery charge, and we'll be gone for 6 days. So we're going to see, hey, what is the degradation when the vehicle's just sitting here over 6 days? It should be interesting. Who knows, is it going to be 1% a day, 2% a day? I don't know, but it should be interesting to see what happens. All right, so we're back from Florida, our 6-day trip to Disneyland. So once again, this test was all about seeing over 6 days what would Sentry Mode do on the battery drain. I've seen tests like this done years ago, and we kind of have some of the reporting on that. But what we want to do is kind of see, hey, with the new 4680 battery, is it any different? And also, just for future purposes, we actually took the Toyota Highlander to the airport and parked at the airport, but I was curious if we were to in the future want to take the Tesla, if you got there at X%, what would it look like? So let's take a look and see where we're at. So one thing that's pretty interesting is over the last 6 days, parked in the garage, we have 433 Sentry Mode events. So all these events are going to, get the computer going and use battery. I'm assuming most of these are going to be like things like flies and bees or whatever, bugs that went past the vehicle and activated the Sentry Mode. So pretty interesting. I was expecting like at least 100, but not 433. And once again, it's been in the garage. Garage has been closed, but has a ton of Sentry Mode events. Okay, and let's looking at the battery. So wow. That's pretty much kind of what we expected. So again, we left at 90% on last Sunday, and it's now Saturday, and we're at 47, well now 46%. So 47%. So I mean, basically you can say that we lost 43% over 6 days, or I think it's like 7.1% per day. So what I'll do is I'll throw up a couple other articles so you can kind of see some of the screenshots. You can kind of see what other people have experienced just with the different models. People with Model S's, with Model X's, with Model Y's and Model 3s. So that it seems like what people are pretty much saying is you're going to lose basically 7% a day, or I think it's 1 mile per hour you'll lose using Sentry Mode. And that seems to be pretty consistent with the information. So let's kind of unpack this and talk about what this means. So in theory, if, over 7 days, the battery drops significantly, but theoretically, if we would have left the vehicle for 11 or 12 days with Sentry Mode on, we could have actually came back to a completely empty battery, which is, it's definitely something to take of note and just to kind of understand, all vehicles, have the pros and cons. So like with the Toyota Highlander, I left it at the long-term parking with, 3/4 tank of gas. When I got back, there was 3/4 tanks of gas, right? So that's kind of the benefit of having a gas vehicle. There's pros and cons, a lot of different stuff, but you're not going to have that type of battery drain. But again, I don't have Sentry Mode for the Toyota. So, it's something to take in mind. It's kind of like, would I want to take the risk of parking the vehicle at an airport without Sentry Mode? I don't know. That might be a bit much. That might be more risky than I'd like to do. So I think it definitely is a limitation that we just have to kind of be transparent about. And hopefully, over time, with some software updates, they can kind of clean up the efficiency of Sentry Mode. Because, ideally, you wouldn't be losing 7% a day, right? Hopefully, ideally, it'd be something much less. And hopefully, hopefully one day we'll get there. Tesla, I think they're pretty responsive to, just a lot of the customer requests and feedback. So yeah, we definitely have to find a better way of being more efficient with Sentry Mode. Because just activating the cameras shouldn't be the equivalent of driving that much. And so, like I said, losing that much battery, basically losing, 43% battery over 6 days. So that's a lot of battery to lose. So we definitely have room for improvement with that. Yeah, definitely interesting results. A little disappointing for being transparent, but we definitely want to bring all the news, whether good or bad, just so people can understand exactly what they're getting themselves into whenever they go with an electric vehicle. I was hoping that the 4680 battery would perform a little bit better, but pretty much we're getting the same exact performance with Sentry Mode drain as every other battery before it. So we'll see what happens in the future. Anyways, thank you for watching this quick video. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up for me. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If you have any more ideas for other videos, leave those below. And if you want to see more videos like this, sub to the channel. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.